Hey, grab that right there. Are you ready? Is you ready?
Ready.
You say you ready. Whole squad ready.
Ready.
Is you ready? Are you ready?
Ready.
Is you ready? Whole squad ready. We came here to see Jet. What you got? No, no, no. Not on my watch.
No way.
When called upon in the heat of the battle, he's done an outstanding job.
Here it is, placement made, kick sailing to the uprights, and it is good.
We've all seen the ability that he possesses, big time leg. He's gone out there and executed when it's mattered most.
Placement made, kick to the uprights, and it is good!
Anders Carlson looks to continue his hot start next Monday night, when there will be a bit of a family feud under the bright lights of Las Vegas. Older brother Daniel handles the kicking duties for the Raiders, and he's been remarkably consistent the past 4 seasons. Both kickers are perfect in 2023, setting up for a memorable showdown.
I'm sure for them, it'll be easy for their parents. They can be at one game and see them both play, you know, and I think their brother's actually coming in from Sweden to have a chance to see those guys both play. So those are some of the unique things that can happen in the National Football League, and they're both really good players, and they're both playing well right now. So it should be great for their family. Hopefully it's better for us.
Let's transition from a standout rookie to an upstart second-year linebacker in Quay Walker. 19 tackles in last Thursday's loss to Detroit, putting his season total at 47, 4th best in the league.
Right side
There
Gibbs,
we go.
and he's gobbled up by Quay Walker, and that's a loss of 5.
But numbers like that also indicate some issues with the Packers' run defense, issues they aim to fix.
It's a challenge to us, you know what I'm saying? So we got to do that, buckle down, and we got to stop the run. There's someone else to do so.
It's a number of things, but we gotta correct it. We will correct it when we're in one of those games. You know, we have to put our foot down and stop it.
Truth be told, even in defeat, there's good plays and good players. Let's take a look. There's a play called the crack toss, and you cannot run it any better than this. We'll start with the crack part. Christian Watson right here and Jaden Reed right there. And then as the play turns the corner, we have Rasheed Walker looking for somebody to hit, and he finds somebody and puts them on the ground. Then downfield, Josiah DeGuara getting in position right here, and Royce Newman finishing a block to the inside. And then talk about Lions on the ground. We have 1 here, 2 here, and 3 here. And now for a moment, focus in on number 3. Look at Josh Myers. Just splatter this dude. And he splatters him not once, but twice. Aaron Jones, excellent vision, good cut. He goes 9 yards and then tack on the personal foul penalty. Big play in the middle of a touchdown drive. Packer defense now, and the Lions are running a play-action pass at them. So let's break it down. The Packers have 1, 2, 3 guys available to rush the passer. The Lions have 1, 2, 3, 4 guys available to block. And their offensive line is one of the best in the business. How will the Packers get home? They'll get home with teamwork. Watch TJ Slate. He more or less picks the blocker off of Carl Brooks. You see it right there? He picks him off, and here comes Brooks running free. Now, meanwhile, Lucas Van Ness, Hercules, is taking 2 Lions and absolutely destroying them. That's 628 pounds he is knocking around, and it just serves as another pick for Brooks. Brooks comes around totally free and sacks Jared Goff. We have seen teamwork, we've seen execution, and now the key becomes consistency.
That's football, man. There's ebbs and flows, as the coaches say, and
It's just what makes a great team is how you play through that. So again, that's the sport we play in. Everything's not perfect. As I said earlier, it's an imperfect game. It's just how you continue to push, and we've got the stronger will at the end of the day.
What were the meetings like this morning, especially with the defensive side of this team?
Just getting back to what we do, the fundamentals and basics of what we do. We know that last week we wasn't our best game, so we got to get back to what we do and the fundamentals and what's gotten us here and what we know to do.
Players say that the bye week and many bye week always come at the right time because everyone's always a little banged up. But in terms of mentally, is it tough after a game like that to have to sit and wait 11 days to play again?
Nah, I feel like it's a good thing to kind of let it clear your mind. Watch the film, obviously, and learn from what you messed up on and learn how you can improve and get better. But you definitely want to get back on the field. But I feel like the time away from it is definitely good and beneficial.
Different position group. You had some defensive backs that were out there today. Having Stokes back on the field, I saw everyone was pretty happy just to see him out.
Yeah, I've never played with Stokes, but I'm excited to see what he can do. I'm excited to see him get back to his original self. I'm happy he's out there. I know how hard he's been working, rehabbing. I've been watching him off to the side. He be coming looking blowed. So, but I'm happy to see him back out there. Excited to see what he does.
His personality, it's very fun. Have you noticed that even through it sucks not being able to play for him this long, but have you noticed any change?
Nah, he's always been an up-spirited guy. I be eating with him pregame. He's always the same spirit. He's gonna be happy for us. He's gonna be there to cheer us on, excited when we make a play. Always the first guy to greet us, and when we're coming off the field, we had a good play, bad play, telling us to keep our heads up. So Stokes has just always been the same, and I appreciate that, and I'm excited to watch him work now.
What do you guys need to do to improve run defense?
Yeah, we just got to play behind our pads and get behind our fundamentals, like better hands, better pad level. For us, we watched the film, it was just like little things, like one person here, one person not doing this, that. So we just got to get on the same page. I feel like communication's, a big thing. And once we start communicating better, we'll be just fine.
Coach said there's a belief that the guys we have the guys to do it, right? So what does that belief look like to you, the players, and you in the room? How do you keep each other believing that?
We definitely got the guys to do it. We're not going to dwell on it. It's been, we lost 2 games, and they did a good job running the ball. It is what it is. And we had 2 other games where we did a really good job stopping the run. So, it's football. It's a week-to-week league, and the best thing about it is next week we get a chance to prove it again. Play again, and put our best foot forward.
Kenny,
Go ahead. You're good.
You get a chance to prove it again week after week, but you also have to still find a guy or go up against the guy week after week. This week is Josh Jacobs. What's one of the challenges?
Great running back. He can do everything. Run. He can do it all. So, we got to just play with great technique, execute the call, and we got to win up front.
He hasn't gotten it going yet, so is there always a concern with a guy that can do it and hasn't done it yet? You don't want it to be against you.
Nah, honestly, we're not worried about that. He's a great back, and we don't have all of our attention towards him.
Hey, Kenny, how do you take Thursday's loss, compartmentalize it, and then push it to decide knowing the focus should be on Monday?
It's a week-to-week league. We lost last week, and it is what it is. Got to move forward. We got the Raiders this week, and we're moving on.
Excited for Monday Night Football? It's prime time. Everyone's watching.
Yeah. It's a prime time game. It's going to be huge. It's huge before going into this bye week. So we definitely got to get a win.
I know it's unlikely you line up against him, but what's it going to be like to face Devontae?
Man, it's going to be cool. Seeing him out there on the field. He's a great guy in his locker room, great teammate. And excited to get a chance to go out there and play against him, compete against him.
Kenny, would it be fair to say that Atlanta, they stretched you guys wide and cut it back? Detroit did a lot of damage interior. It seemed. They went wide, but
they had a couple of reverses. Yeah. They had a couple. They did a couple of different things, but biggest thing is, like I said, we got to play with great technique up front. You know, as far as just the back end and the backers and all that, it's all got to be about communication. And, you know, we got to execute the game plan at the end of the day, execute the calls. And, you know, at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to. Like I said, it's one thing here or there. And at the end of the day, we all got to just be consistent, play in and play out. And if we do that, we'll be in the right spots in order to stop the run. That's really what it takes at the end of the day, just being more consistent.
I did, you know. It's been a long time.
Are you telling the truth?
Yeah, I'm telling the truth. I'm telling the truth.
You miss us as much as you miss practicing?
Oh, yeah, I miss practice now. Been a long time. Been almost like Danny a year. So it felt good being back out there today. It felt great.
When did you find out that weight was over?
I found out about sometime last week. So I wasn't 100% sure was I going to go until like yesterday or the day before yesterday, whatever. That's when I found out fully, like, yeah, it's full go.
What were you still waiting on, the medical staff still waiting on to make sure that it was okay to get out there?
Oh, no, we were just waiting till the 4 weeks over with and all that stuff and all that, and then we would just go take it off from there because I tweaked my hamstring and then some other little stuff happened, so it was just like a little fallback and all this little stuff, so just a slow process.
There's still a window for you know, before you got to get out. How soon do you think you can get?
I mean, we just gonna take it day at a day. I mean, day at a day. So who knows? Who knows when? Sorry.
Eric, I'm sure they have like little mile markers they want you to hit. But what about the ones in your head? Like, what are the things that you have to hit personally to say, okay, I'm all the way back? Or maybe you've already done it, I don't know.
Just get more practice reps. Just get more comfortable with everything. Just get in the flow of everything. Just seeing how my foot go react, seeing how my knee go react, seeing how everything go be. And then finally when I get comfortable with that, then I'm like, yeah, I'm back for sure.
How'd you feel today?
I felt good. It was just like a normal day, you know. I've been doing a lot of other stuff that I've been doing. So, like, today was a good day just being back out there. I missed the guys, missed doing Indy, missed doing a lot of other stuff with them. So, it was a good day.
Eric, has it just been the foot that's been the rehab stuff, not the knee?
Yeah, 100%. It's just been mainly the foot.
What's the rust like when you spend so much time away from the field on that first day back?
It's a little jitters. I'm not gonna lie. It's a little jitters. It's a little feel. It was funny because like when I went in the training room to go get taped this morning or whatever, I was like, dang, sorry, this might be too much. But I was like, dang, my stomach hurt. Like my stomach was real deal hurting for some reason. But like the moment I got back out there, it was all good.
Is the jitters how the leg and how the foot will hold up? Is it just because you haven't played in so long?
Just haven't played. It just haven't played. So like, I mean, I knew mentally everything already. It was just the point of like, all right, now like this is the day. Like it's actually time to go out there and this is what I do. So it's just like a little jitter for missing it.
Does it make it hit one good time to feel like you're really back though, or get it out of the way?
Oh, for sure. Like, so I already know, like, I'm gonna dang sure do some wild stuff and go ahead and get my body back used to it. Like, all right, bro, it is what it is. So even if I got to throw myself into the fire, do some other stuff, it is what it is. Like, hey, I just gotta see how this go react to it. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I done hit full speed and all that stuff, so I know I ain't worried about that. I ain't worried about the speed.
Is it the same speed as before?
I guess you gotta see. Okay. I guess you gotta see.
So when you get back on the field and you play, how do you help this defense? Where do you fit in your opinion?
I'm fitting in wherever they need me at. Like, I know we already got a good little thing going with Sewell, Jai, and Key and all that stuff. So, like, wherever they need me, I'm going to fit in. Like, special teams, get my role in on dime, whatever. Like, hey, man, wherever y'all need me, I'm fitting in, and I'm just happy to be back.
The mental part, was it harder or easier than you thought being out for so long? Like, did it get at kind of the point where, all right, it's just the way things are, or how did you feel like it was a struggle at points?
Oh yeah, it was struggles at points. Like you already know, especially from last year. Like this was my first time missing this amount of time, like being away from the game for this long and all this stuff, just missing the team, just missing all this little stuff. So this is my first time actually battling mental, battling every little thing, just being cheerful, being grateful, and all that stuff. And it just kept being roadblocks after roadblocks. But you know, now that I'm getting closer back, it's just great. Like, hey, I feel better.
How long have you been able to run full speed for?
Oh, I've been able to run full speed since like camp done started. Okay. It was just any little thing. I would have a little knockback or something, like a little setback or whatever. But yeah, I've been running full tilt. It's just always setback.
When did you have the hamstring? When did the hamstring?
Oh, a couple times during camp. So it happened a couple times during camp. It's just like I was like, I bet that it's just trying to sit back and chill.
on that same side.
On that same side. So.
What was that like mentally? Okay, you're good, and then damn, another thing, hamstring. Like to persevere through that. What was that like?
Man, it was tough, man. I ain't even gonna lie. It was very tough to where, like, cause in any little thing, I kept feeling like I got closer and closer to making it back. Boom, something else would happen. It's just like, dang. But throughout this whole thing, I feel like it done taught me patience. Patience more than anything to where, like, I feel like I'm ready, I feel like I'm here, and then boom, something else. It's just like a thing that just it just keep on reoccurring, all this stuff. So I done got real better with my patience.
Did the hamstring just come from running? Were you cutting, or what was the recurring issue?
Man, it was just either running. I know one time it was from running, another time I'm just breaking. It was just like random events and all that stuff. Yeah, so like it was just random events. So
you never had a hamstring problem before?
Oh nah, I done had hamstrings, but like I ain't have them since since my senior year of high school and freshman year of college. Those last times I had hamstring issues, so it was just like a little annoying little thing.
You feel like it was related in any way to your rehab or the work that you're doing?
Oh nah, I just feel like it was just something to deal with because it was all going on the same leg, so it was just like something was going on there that I just had to refocus on, just go look at it, all this stuff, and find out different people and all this stuff. So it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing in disguise because I done met a lot of good people.
The next three.
They've got a good thing going kind of right now. Did that? You have to tell yourself that over the past couple of months, like, hey, I know I was starting before. That might not be the case as soon as I'm ready to go back.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying like that was always the case. Like especially like last year, because last year they hit it off like towards the end, went on a big run towards the end, and they was flying around doing great. So I already knew coming back, like, hey man, it don't matter where I'm at. Like I just want to be back out there with y'all. Like I miss y'all so much. I don't care where I'm at, where I flow at. I know for a fact when I'm back out there, y'all finna get 110% of me though. Like I'm finna go ahead and show any little impact that I can, any little thing I can to go ahead and show that, hey man, I'm valuable.
That's sort of along those same lines. We talked like during the off season. You said even before you got hurt, you knew there were some things in your game you needed to work on. Do you feel like you had the chance to kind of watch those a little closer than maybe you would have in the heat of the season when bullets are flying?
Oh heck yeah! There's a lot of little things that you sit back and you start noticing. Just sit back and you just start noticing games, just seeing how everybody else play, how I can play with this person, how I can do with this person. Okay, then like this how we doing things. Just break down more scheme, break down more little things, and just get more comfortable with a lot of more stuff. So it was a lot of little things, and like this injury done taught me a lot of little different little things, and I just can't wait.
Willingness to play anywhere, that's a good approach. I mean, it's a humble approach, but how long do you think that'll last? Because you're a first-round pick, you played a lot of ball, and you know what you can do when you're at the top of your game.
Oh, nah, like, I mean, yeah, I know what I could do, but, like, it's just only a matter of time. Like, it's only a matter of time. I got to go ahead and get that trust back into the foot, get back into practicing, get back into guarding people, finding the tempo, doing all this stuff. And I just can't wait to find that. Then when I find that, everything else should solve itself.
Once that happens, how eager are you to put the bad taste from early last season behind you?
Oh, man, I can't wait, man. That's something that I, like, that's something that I can't look for. I mean, I've been looking forward to where, like, that taste just being in my, sorry, I paused, but yeah, just getting it out, it just, yeah, I just can't wait. I honestly can't wait for it.
Eric, how did you stay positive, like, through this whole thing? How did you do it? Because, I mean, whether you're in a wheelchair, crutches, wherever, you always have a smile on your face. What do you think that came from?
Man, I just kept looking at the bigger picture. Like, I know, like, for a fact, like, this happened for a reason. Like, it wasn't an accident, it wasn't nothing, my injury happened for a reason. It stopped me down for something. So I was just taking the good with the bad. Like, yeah, there'll be days where I'm down and all this stuff, but it is what it is. Like, I know for a fact, like, there's multiple things going on. Like, this is, like, my worst day is somebody's great day. So this just says you just gotta look at that and just keep on pushing through and just go ahead and keep moving. Like once I changed my mindset on everything, everything else just came easy.
If that was an option, would you be ready for this week? I mean, it's probably too much to ask, but do you feel like mentally and physically that you're ready, like right now?
No, I mean it just depends. Like it depends on how practice goes, and then I'm basing all this off of practice and just seeing how everything flows.
Was there a time that optimism wavered during this process? Did you have any low moments, or were you able to keep it up the entire time?
Oh, nah, of course you can have those days to where like you just feel like I'm sorry, you can feel like to where like you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like doing this, you don't feel like doing that, but like those are days that you really got to push through, that you really got to grind, that you really got to get through, because like those days gonna make you better.
When was the hardest point for you?
The hardest point would easily be there's multiple. I can easily say the wheelchair days was hard. The wheelchair days was like, yeah, I was down bad. The days where I thought I was coming back or thought I was coming closer, and then boom, something else would happen, all that stuff, and set me back again. So like those days were like real deal tough. Or like just like another day when I finally seen RG. Like me and RG was like got hurt literally the same day and all that stuff. Big proud of him, all this stuff and all that, but like dang, it was just another little setback for me. So I'm like, dang, like I'm not where I wanted to be. Like I thought me and you was gonna be pretty much on the same page, same thing. And now that I see you moving forward and me still staying back, that was another like little rough day for me too. So it was just like another little slap in the face that I was like, I bet that like, yeah, all right. It's just, but like, hey, I can't compare my injuries to his because it's two different injuries.
What's the mental process like? What goes through your mind when you're in that wheelchair, when you have a setback? Or what goes through your mind in those moments?
Oh man, you just gotta stay positive any little type of way that you can. Just have positive people around you, positive people like to keep you up, and all that stuff. Because you already know on those dark days, it get dark. Like it get dark, especially being in Green Bay, snowing. You don't see it. It's dark already. So like even on your dark days, like hey man, you don't see too much sunlight. All you see is snow. There's a lot going on. So like, but like you just gotta keep positive people around you. Just keep a positive energy. Like that's something that I tried to haul in on and all that stuff. So having Koya around, having my Georgia people around, it was unbelievable.
Who got to give you the news that you're going to be able to practice? Was it one of the trainers or one of the coaches?
It was actually it was Flea. I was in the training room. I was in the training room getting treatment, or whatever, and then Flea came up to me and was like, I think we are actually gonna let you go this week. That changed my whole mood and all that stuff. So I got super happy, dumb happy, and I couldn't stop smiling since.
So there was no Rashawn Gary style tears then?
Nah. It wasn't one of them because I already had like in my mindset like after these 4 weeks, like I knew what I was working forward to. So like it was already something that was in the back of my mind and all that stuff. So it was just day by day, just marking it off on calendar and all that stuff. So it was just in a matter of time.
Was there a time in the rehab where you thought coming back for training camp and being, back full time right away for the season was a possibility, or did you always have to think, all right, it's probably not going to happen?
Oh nah, like my whole goal from all of this stuff was to start week 1, was to be out there week 1. And then when setback just kept happening, things just kept happening, I had to change my mindset, change my mind on every little thing and all that stuff. So that was a big adjustment.
So if it was not the hamstring involved, it was just what happened last year, week 9, that injury. If it was just that, do you think you would have been back by now?
I feel like I probably would have, but it's hard to say because even then when I thought I was ready, just like my foot still wasn't where I needed it to be. I wasn't gonna be the player like I know I can be, even if I was starting week 1 or came back then. So it was just a lot of little eye-opening little things. Like the extra 4 weeks just gave me more time to get better, to get more healthier and all that stuff. So it was a blessing in disguise.
Hey Eric, I know you weren't out there, but how does the team take Thursday's loss, compartmentalize it, and realize that the focus should shift?
Oh nah, yeah, like I'm saying, like we already know we got a big game coming up Monday. Like, hey, it's a huge game in Vegas, first time. Like I think, her first time, and all this stuff. So it's gonna be a good little experience, and everybody ready for the challenge. Like it's another primetime game that people can't wait for.
A few weeks ago we saw you had the big brace on, you were really limping around. I mean, now you're hardly limping at all, or maybe not at all. Are you surprised at how quickly things have come in that regard?
I feel like our trainers, they did a good job. I did a good job, staying on that, being consistent with the injury and just trying to get better.
What did you learn on it today with the brace practicing? Did it give you a little more confidence that you can?
Kind of took me back to my college days. And really don't like the brace, but I mean, if it's best for me to be out there and be functional, we can do it.
How did you wear it all through college, or just?
Yeah, every day, every day. Yeah, I did.
What don't you like about it?
I mean, you just can't be, you just can't let loose. You feel me? I feel like it's kind of restricting you, but I mean, it is what it is. I did it before.
How beneficial is this schedule format for you? 11 days between games, like Thursday into the Monday night game. How beneficial is that for where you're at?
Yeah, it was. It was very beneficial. Even now, you know, still got days before the game, being able to like rehab, rest, and things like that in a long time period. So it was very beneficial.
Given that it is so much time off, do you feel confident at this point that you'll be able to play next Monday?
I mean, we'll just have to, you know, go through the week and see how practice go, and see how the knee feel up to that time. So we just got to go through the week.
What are those barriers that you got to cross this week from here to then to be able to be out there Monday night?
Yeah, just being able to move and you know, pain and all that. You know, you're gonna have pain and things like that. But just being able to move and, you know, being able to sustain and play through a whole game.
Will the day after, whatever day you guys practice in pads, will the next morning kind of be real telling for you on where you are?
I feel like it'll have a big impact, you know, just being able to see how my knee responds to that, and being able, just like I say, being able to go out there and play a whole game, and not put the team in jeopardy. So.
Did you have any pain on your knee in practice today?
No, I didn't.
How's your chemistry with Rashid?
Yeah, we growing. You know, he's a young guy, very talented. We growing, talking, making sure that, you know, the things that I learned, I get that to him. You know, you got to be able to see the game within the game and be able to go out there and play fast.
Does your role change as far as, like, you and David played so many million of snaps together, I'm sure you didn't have to talk to each other. Do you have to take more of a role as far as communicating with him because you just don't have all those snaps together?
Yeah, I mean, you always got to communicate. Like me and Dave, that was one of the things, you know, big on communication, like pre-snap or when we get on the sideline. So it's always going to be communication with whoever you're playing beside. So, and just knowing that you got a young guy like that with talent, but haven't had so many reps, you know, you just got to make sure that he stay locked in and know his stuff.
Elton, I know these decisions aren't always up to you, but how happy were you when you found out they weren't putting you on IR, that it wasn't going to be like, you know, minimum 4 weeks out?
Honestly, I didn't even think about that for real, because what I was trying to do was come back as soon as possible, you know, get my knee right and things like that. So I really wasn't even thinking about that, honestly.
Seeing what Dave has gone through these past few years and then now another surgery, can you kind of sense his frustration through all of this?
Yeah, you know, it's been a long journey for him, you know, but I feel like he's gonna come back even stronger. You know, it been ups and downs for him, but, you know, just praying for him and hoping for a good recovery process for him.
Do you see any possibility that the two All-Pros are back at that left side this season? In your mind, is there any possibility that could happen for you two?
I don't know. I don't really know just his, like, you know, his situation or what process he got to go through. But hopefully he can be back. You know, he's a big part of our line, big part of our team. So if he could, you know, it'd be good.
When you see the final line, 27 rushing yards against Detroit, what are you thinking?
Yeah, we got to get better. We got to run the game. We got to impose our will, you know, as an O-line. Get a back holes. You know, we just got to be overall better as a team for sure.
How do you guys take the loss on Thursday, compartmentalize it, and go into Monday knowing you got to flush that loss away?
Yeah, just got to get better as a team, as a overall offense, defense, special teams, and go 1-0 this week.
Wanna do is make the whole crowd bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all. Bounce, y'all.
On a night like tonight, this has to be the greatest place in the world for Brett Favre to be. Therapeutic, on the field, playing football, next to last in rushing defense. And Favre throws, and that is caught by Wesley Walls for a touchdown. And now Favre, who is 5 for 5 for 105 yards, is 6 for 6 and a touchdown to Javon Walker. Because of the unsuccessful challenge, and Favre going deep into double coverage, and it is caught by Javon Walker in front of 2 Raiders for a touchdown. First down from the 48-yard line. Favre again into a lot of traffic, and how in the world does Javon Walker make that? In 2002, having a monster night, and that pass is caught by David Martin, and he gets into the act. You bring this script to a studio, and they throw it out. I mean, this is like...
Bring what you got. I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Are you ready? Is you ready? You say you ready. Whole squad ready.